Holy moly, we're back again. Friday Night Fights. I'm your host, Saku. Thanks for joining us. Being flanked by some well known names within the THL community and the Hearthstone community itself. Back from a little bit of a break. Dankest Dad, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I mean, this is just to clear up some confusion. This is not Dankestad speaking. This is the Carlbot AI version of Dankestad that Marty had rigged up over the off season to try and
Oh,
get some familiarity back here.
that's a secret. Okay. I knew there's something going on. He's in the States right now visiting family. So maybe that was his little treat for us. So then we're joined here by Athlon, a previous
Yes,
caster for Friday Night Fights. How are you doing?
yes, I am great. I also, you know, Aslan was originally the name of an AMD CPU back in the early
Mm-hmm.
2000s. So not too different from Carl Bot Dankestad over there.
Oh, yeah, there you
It's good to be
go.
back.
Casting is automated. We just are working in the real world. Hey,
Yeah,
it's great.
exactly. Very nice. So we call multitasking now.
There we go. So the lineups tonight. Myself not being too familiar with the expansion because I took a break myself for about a season. So you guys want to go over those? I got the bands, so we can. Players are kind of
Oh,
ready. So
All
so
right.
we're living in a Death Knight world right now on the ladder, and we're seeing it here. Both players have it. And what's interesting though is that while Blood Control is really popular, Menagerie Aggro Warlock and Blood Unholy still have a bit of representation. So these lineups could be very, very different than what these classes indicate. Athlon, what do you think of these other classes we're seeing here?
Yeah, so both players are bringing Rogue, and like the Death Knight situation, we have some aggro rogue decks like the Pirate aggro or Harbinger Bounce aggro, and we also have a slower version of Rogue that's floating around with the Ashamain. So both of those, like we could be seeing a really fast opener from Rogue or a slower opener from either of these rogues, and then Platino is bringing Paladin and Shaman. I think the only like viable shaman deck is the Nebula Shaman right now. Nothing else is like looking that great, and even Nebula Shaman is will probably struggle into this opposing lineup.
Mhm.
Paladin is probably a tree paladin of some kind. Could be a menagerie aggro paladin as well.
Makes sense to me. And, you know, Shaman seems like a bit of a bananas bring here from Platino because if I'm Lemur, I'm bringing quad aggro.
Oh yeah,
I even like Imbue Druid would be the deck to expect here, but I do think that even though Imbue Druid and Location Warlock are a bit slower and might allow Nebula Shaman to get a foothold, Druid did get some of its aggro tools back with the core set. Warlock still has some impressive cards that it can turn to try and work that aggro game plan with the Pain Lock package. So, that it's a little bit of an out there choice. Imbue Druid and Location Warlock just seem like such solid brings, but there might be something here to a target shaman lineup from Lemur. But
yes.
Saku, you've got those bands.
Lemur's got the paladin ban. So Lemur has banned the paladin, and Platino has banned the rogue.
Very interesting. So clearly an attempt to protect that shaman, if I had to guess. But we'll
Yes,
see
I
if
would definitely see that.
yeah, we'll see though if our theory here from the booth is gonna play out with what these players are actually gonna experience.
All right, I think we're
exactly.
ready for them to play.
We are, yeah. So we're gonna see Latino be the first to spectate, or the bottom of the screen, and with Lemur at the top.
All
Um,
right,
who are you going to be covering there,
I'm gonna be watching Lemur.
Lemur? Okay, right. Just got to get the band up here first for Latino. So his Paladins band, Lemur's. Tell the guys to go start.
Alrighty, and as is our usual Friday tradition, what do we think we're gonna see in this lead off here?
I think that you could be seeing Lemur bringing uh I think it's gonna be a rogue on Platino's side. I think I
Like,
just uh rogue's a very strong opening class in this.
yeah.
I think
Well, I think that both of our players know their math and are just gonna use a random number generator to pick.
probably.
But I'm gonna it. But if they aren't,
I think it's rogue into
I'm gonna
DK.
best. I'm betting DK into DK. That's my gut call. But
All right.
we'll
If
see.
if I
We'll
had
see
the
if they
Wheel of
agree.
Doom available, I would roll that right now. But
Yeah, Saku the wheel would be great. That's a must-have for our the next
All
time we
right.
do this. We got to have that so we can
Battle
know
has
what they're
been
bringing.
joined.
All right.
we're going in.
Valera, this Scarlet.
Rogue
And
into
it looks
DK.
like you nailed it.
Fester. I make my
All right.
own luck.
Athlon's got the pick. And it looks like we have Starship Death Knight over
The
there.
strong, yeah, this is the DPU Starship DK, and this is actually pretty decent into Rogue. Nice proactive game plan with the Starship because you can launch and often just get a huge taunt with a bunch of armor going.
Mhm.
So I think the main thing for Lemur to worry about is timing the Starship launch because he doesn't want to get too greedy
Oh,
with
oh
it
yeah.
if it's against like aggressive
Yeah.
pirate rogue deck.
Well, so far, this is looking like a Cycle Rogue, ironically. We see Ethereal Oracle, Moonstone Mauler, and
Oh,
a
okay.
Fan of Knives in the mulligan. So this is a
Alright.
very, very good bring from Platino.
Yeah, this is good into. This should be good in DK. I think. I don't know. I think that this thing will have airlock breach. I think
Yep.
the Starship DKs run airlock breach, but I could be wrong about that. So we'll see if
Yeah,
he's running it.
so we do see that Unholy Rune there on the Brittlebone Buccaneer, so it seems like a given that Breach would be there on the other side.
Right.
Wild Pyromancer is there, so
So yeah, we see he's got the poison breath, pyro combination to clear it up, and an orbital moon in the deck. He
yes.
mulliganed it away. Sense.
Yep.
Not
Slow
the best,
start from
not the best
Platino.
starting hand for Lemur because he wants to get these starship pieces.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't have any starship pieces.
Yeah, both players have very slow hands to start out the game, but Guiding Figure is totally fine. But Moonstone Mauler here, is this the play? Just on curve to
Can get a-
contest? Or do you just drop a Dread Corsair? Looks like a
Moonstone
Mauler.
time. Yeah.
Now it's gonna be
Can go
Slim
Goblin
Whack.
Infestation here. Oh, there's the Spire. Now he could decide to read up a little bit and play this on turn 4 with the Buccaneer, but my guess is he will just tempo this out or go for the infestation.
Yeah, both of those lines are solid. We also could see some sort of maybe hedging lines a bit. Could even arguably see a coin waste just to get another 2-drop.
That is true.
If
Yeah.
so, 0 mana 2-drop
Decisions.
is reasonable. See if Lemur decides to take those odds, and it
Decides to
looks
go
like
for the
that's the
tempo.
line Lemur spotted. Yep. So we see this 2-drop pop out.
Ooh, that's a nice
That's a
2-drop.
pretty decent 2-drop. Seems good. It's always the coin. What were we thinking? Why did we even
I know,
question it?
right? I know.
All right, but Waggle
That's a-
Pick and Backstab, pretty
very
good
nice.
answers here. And we'll see if Platino
And
elects to
he
hold.
gets the Dread Course going too. Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
great.
yeah, really strong line. Was the only question was whether they would hold back that Backstab to maybe set up a dubious purchase next turn, but Platino is
I don't think
confident
he's
and
worried
ready to
about
roll.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The leeches are not going to be his friend. I don't think that he was. I think
Yeah.
the leech play is the right one. Well, you also have Morbid Swarm here, so either one is okay. But I would rather not float mana.
Yeah. Being able to just get some card draw, find more tools,
Yep.
pretty good.
He does
And-
get to kill off the Corsair.
Yeah,
Pretty
there's
good.
that armored, that what is it? The Arcanite Defense Crystal to get this armor
Oh,
starship
good.
going.
Yes, nice curve.
Yeah.
This treasure ain't fit for
Yeah, this is pretty nice here. It's a dubious purchase going. Shadow Step there is not too
Ooh.
shabby either. Everything here
an
is
asteroid
coming up
too.
Platino. Wow.
Very nice.
blood.
So that's how you play Rogue?
Yeah,
This is how you play
Okay.
Rogue. You draw through your deck as fast as you can, and then you just win.
yeah. I mean, would have been interesting there to see if maybe a Shadow Step on this Moonstone Mauler could have been a consideration, but I think Latino will be looking for
Latino's-
some better targets.
Yeah, I think that he's probably looking to get the Incendious back.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. But Arcanite Defense Crystal, not
The
quite
crystal
good
does come
stats.
down.
Not quite good stats for the cost, but those are good stats. And ironically, that 5 health now is a big breakpoint in this matchup.
Yeah, he does have two. He can't clear it cleanly with the two attack and a 3 attack guy, but
Yeah,
He
but there's not
doesn't-
much else going on this turn, so I think it's a little bit less clear cut. So
yeah. Also,
May-
good play on Lemur just going for the tempo here. I think that he has a really strong play next turn with Buccaneer into Morbid Swarm into Chillfall and Baron. Pretty good.
yeah, that line also makes sense. Could even see a corpse explosion and then a swarm just for bodies,
If he
which
needs it, yeah.
yeah, gives him some favorable breaks here. But yeah, this is
The Starship is getting threatening.
Treasure ain't fit.
Sometimes
yeah,
you want to launch. Sometimes launching it at 9 mana makes more sense than launching it at 9 attack makes more sense than launching it at 10 because Dungar is in the 10 drop pool now, and that's
Yeah.
the low roll you don't want to hit from the 10.
Yeah, and this is just a dead hand on Platino's side. So, you know, knowing what we know, this looks very, very safe for Lemur. Morbid Swarm and Ancient of Yore now can be a very safe line.
Or he can just launch and then go for the Morbid Swarm and get some armor and a 9 drop.
Absolutely.
But he's not gonna do that. He's gonna go for the Ancient of Yore.
Yep. Yeah, only good choices here for Lemur.
Ooh, there's the
really,
Exetar. That's exciting.
yeah. And just another brick off the top. This has to be so disheartening. Okay. I think Platino's bring here was really, really good. Hit that
That's a
matchup.
brick. Yeah.
But boy, it's two sandbox scoundrels and 2 shadow steps rotting
That's
over
rough.
there.
Yeah.
So Exodar launch coming
Decides
in
to go for a
here.
Launch.
Very,
Something with the
very.
crew transport here just to make sure that he does not lose anything here. Yep, there it is.
Overeager.
Yeah. And not really sure how Platino comes back
Yeah,
from
this
this with
might
a
be a-
waggle pick off the top. That's not it. Preparation.
Oh
Oh
Not
my
fun.
goodness.
Not fun. Ooh.
I have just not seen a deck brick like this in such a long time. It's good to be back, everyone. This is this is the Hearthstone I
He can
remember.
clear out the minion, but it'll cost him some health, and he has to deal with whatever 9 drop comes out of it. So not looking so
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, like there's just no way to chew through 32 health right now. And there is just another starship sitting there in the hand. If this doesn't get popped, it's pretty trivial for Lemur to get 2 9 drops. So, you know, there's no choice here. Platino has to pop the starship, but it's just miserable. And 8 attack on a minion means game over. No, only a Sarah. Unfortunate.
Only a Sarah.
And plunder.
I'm gonna burn a card for Lemur too, but
Yeah.
Overeager.
dead rat. Oldie but
Got the
goodie.
dirty rat. Oh well, who cares?
Well, reliable. But yeah, I think it's time to Brittlebone, play some cards,
4
and
plus
go
8
face.
plus no, 4 plus 5 is he needs 5 more damage. Doesn't have
Yeah.
5 damage.
Yeah.
but he's not too worried.
Yeah. And I mean, the Dirty Rat here is safe to
Yeah, he's
just
gonna
limit the mana.
completely, yep, blow up everything that he can.
Yep. And Brittlebone.
Eyes on the horizon.
And
Go for the-
follow
go
up
for
with
the
those
Spire.
Death Rattles. Spire and Arcanite Defense
This
Crystal.
looks like game over. There's no
Yeah.
outs on the rogue side, I believe.
Definitely not.
Well, there is one,
Yep.
but it's conceding. Bottom
Yeah.
right.
That is the only way out. And that doesn't win.
No.
Yeah. Wow. That
Ooh.
is well,
That's a-
you know, as there have been worse draws.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah, the card literally didn't draw anything, by the way. There were no worse draws. That was very sarcastic. Both weapons and all the pirates had been seen. So
yeah, that's rough. Okay, bad luck with that one.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
the Starship DK manages to take that game. Good.
yeah, and everyone, I just want you to know I've earned my free Ysera or Into the Emerald Dream. So
There you go.
yeah, wow, look at that.
All right. So we forgot to go over for some of the viewers that have not seen THL on stream before for Match Wise. This is Legacy Series, which is a closed deck list conquest format and best of 5.
The Lich King versus Malfurion.
Alrighty.
Cenarius guide me to victory.
And Platino decides it's
Will
Death Knight
serve
time.
Into that Death Knight again.
Death.
And that sure does look like Imbue Druid.
Looks like. Yep, that's Imbue Druid here. The Death Knight deck. Is it another control Death Knight or is it a Menagerie Death?
So it looks like we're leaning control. We see an Airlock Breach, a Morbid Swarm, and an Exarch in that opening hand. So
Oh, okay.
I
So
would
it's probably
suspect
like
Starship again,
Starship.
maybe?
no. No. If it's running Exarch, it's probably running like a stronger top ends like Ziliax, Ursoc, and Shalad Russell or whatever it is. So
True,
usually
yes.
when you see the Exarch, you're running those higher cost cards you can cheat out with it on turn 6.
Yeah, so we'll see what's coming in. Morbid Swarm is the only keep on
Sometimes you run
Platino's
Mare
side.
and the Manager in that deck. I don't think it's
Oh, wow.
as
It looks like
good.
it's Rainbow. We see a Rainbow Seamstress and a
Could be.
and an
Interesting.
Army of the Dead.
Okay, well, there are no real good rainbow payoffs in this set anymore, so we'll see if he can pull it off.
Yeah, well, Seamstress
Spark
is
of Life?
interesting.
Looks good. I like Spark of Life here from Lemur's side.
Yeah,
Just to
Twilight
get
in.
the imbue really going. He decides to go for the
Yep.
Twilight Influence instead.
Yep, just
And
contest board.
Get the tempo started with
Yeah,
Time waits for
this
no
is
one.
such a wild start to the game. Symbiosis seems quite funny here.
another
Handle
symbiote.
with-
Yeah, or you can go with Handle with Bear, either with 0 mana.
Yeah. Symbiosis lets you keep
Give it a
spinning the
some
wheels.
shot. Yep, there's Symbiosis. Excellent. Decides to hold on.
Yeah, Creature of Madness. This is definitely an interesting look here for the Death Knight, and
Some kind of
got the-
mid-range, some kind of mid-range deck, I suppose.
Yeah. Blood
yeah,
Thistle.
so he's
Yep.
Lemur
See a-
not happy to see the Hamul in the hand, just a dead card. But
Yeah.
other than that, his hand looks all right. Lots of reload with photosynthesis as well.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean this is the perfect start for Lemur
this is
basically.
great. Yeah,
Spark of Life and Sleep
Spark of
Paralysis
Life.
are both really strong, but Spark
I don't
just
think-
gets it going.
I think that Spark is always the right move. I think I almost never pick Sleep Paralysis. 4 mana to summon 2/3/6s that can attack is pretty bad, or destroy a minion.
Yeah, I mean, I think that in this matchup, though, once that hero power gets rolling, it is pretty threatening just to be able to put out 12 health of taunt on turn 4 and say you're never killing me. But yeah, here come
Okay,
two
alright.
3/3
Double
chargers.
charge.
Yeah,
Good
they're
start.
in there. And
Very
Rising Tide.
aggressive opening from Tino.
Yeah,
It's what he needs to do.
Yep.
Can kill one of these with the Twilight Influence.
yep. And then that Wrath in hand will make short work of the other. Or it could draw a card, perhaps, if Latino is more inclined.
Actually, trail
Trail-
mix is probably the move.
Yeah,
here.
trail mix is smart too. But yeah, I think there's argument for either line.
And now there's only 3 damage on the board, so he feels pretty safe.
Yep. So this is in fact Rainbow, so that confirms it.
Yep.
Seamstress gets them all.
Bob in there with Stitch Giant, X-Art, and Deadlift.
Yeah. And
So
that
now
Army of
with
the
6
Dead
mana.
next turn is pretty powerful.
Heal up. Not
Yep.
great pulls off of this photosynthesis. None of these are great.
Yeah. I mean, drawing some spells and making them cost 1 less is not bad, though. Now these are pretty big.
The golems are getting big, but I don't think that Platino has anything to worry about yet.
Oh, man. Latino has cooked there. That is a mother duck. For those of you at home who have not seen this arena card in Constructed.
Summon 3 1/1 ducklings with Rush.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Make way for those ducklings. It's
Just say Canada geese or goose.
wow, Saku.
They're looking a little scary.
Yeah. I mean, Wrath into Rising Waves is a clear, but I think instead we'll see the Dreambound Disciple.
Into Rising Way. Oh, yeah, it does clear, actually. You're right. If you use the 3 damage on the Rainbow Seam.
Right. But yeah, I like Wrath and then developing the Disciple and following that up with a hero power. And Lemur elects to limit damage on board rather
Clear
than...
up a 3,
Yep.
clear up a ghoul, and then go from there. Okay. Pretty threatening.
Yeah. This is Menagerie of some sort, then. It's
Some kind of menagerie.
Customs Enforcer is a very interesting pickup. Wow.
Dropping the giant on turn 6 always feels good.
Yeah.
Could use a trim.
Really penalize those imports there. That could sure be something.
Mark of the Wild here can clear up the giant cleanly. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Rising Waves. Follow that up with a trade hero power mark. Looking good.
Yeah, looks good.
And Lemur is maybe being a little face-brained right now, but takes the safer choice. And we'll see if Latino's deck has a response. 'Cause I think this Menagerie deck wants to probably hit the board a bit harder.
Well, he did come packing a lot of top end, so yes, I think he has a decent shot at living through a lot of this.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think this Exarch might just be a Draenei.
Is eternal.
It's a
You could
Draenei
run
that's like
cheaper
reasonable
Draenei.
tempo.
Yeah, maybe.
2 bodies for 6, or
Yeah.
sometimes more.
Anything to declare.
This
This
Custom
will not
Enforcer.
be able to clear up that minion. Oh no.
Yeah. So Lemur has to take the trade into this Customs Enforcer
How did
to
oh, never mind.
avoid
Yeah,
paying the
he just-
tax.
All his cards are completely disabled because of that thing. Yeah.
Yep, they are much more expensive. But now this game is going to get
looks good.
Brochure, Aura Photosynthesis, or even just Woodland Wonders and a Mark seem pretty powerful into this board.
Yep.
But Lemur, I think, is looking a few turns ahead. Follow up with the Photosynthesis next turn. Oh, yeah, 8/8's pretty good as well. What
Yeah,
was I
making a
thinking?
2 mana 8/8. Yeah, you can't argue with a 2 mana 8/8.
Yeah. And here we go. Dark
Dark
Gift
Gift.
time. Oh boy. Malignant Horror with Charge is, well, not the
Not even
best.
that good.
Deathbringer Sarfang is a card, and Marrow Manipulator could do a little bit to fight on this board, but it just does not line up well into those bodies.
Yeah, no. Wouldn't trust the Marrow Manipulator. The Ducklings can deal 2, 4, 5, Deal 5. Kill off one of these kills, I guess.
Question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you trade if you trade all the ducklings into one of the beetles, you can get 5 hits off the mirror manipulator and probably kill one thing. Might not be the thing you
Yeah.
want to kill.
Well, this is interesting. Are we gonna see some bartending maybe? What is going on here? Yep, makes sense to me. Looks
Okay,
like we're gonna
okay.
bob to buy some time.
It's gonna load up on some. Yep.
But yeah, I don't think you can afford to give Lemur this turn to just set up. So
He does
now,
have. Yeah, I mean, I think he's got the whole play here with the.
photosynthesis to
whatever
bring
he
that
wants to
minion
make.
back. And wow, that is a
Resting shell,
hydration
always
station
nice.
too. What a strange, strange result. But hero power and
You can
a
Wrath
power
here
of
just
the
to draw a
wild seem
card. You
decent.
can
Yeah,
Wrath.
Wrath, clear off the 2/1. Looks like just Lemur has more cards than he knows what to do with, and Platino is on the struggle bus. That just
Doesn't
seems
really
to be
have
the
enough
pattern.
cards. Yeah, Platino's the one without the cards here, and so he decides to go for the trade on the turtles, and that's fine. He probably forgot the hero power there, but it doesn't
Oh,
matter
no,
because the
I
hero
mean,
power would
this
have, the order would have been fine. It would have been the exact
Lemur
same
was
order.
playing around silence.
Playing around silence. Oh yes.
It's slightly better, but I really don't feel like it's going to be a meaningful choice this game. I have an inclination that this game is going to be over very soon.
Mother Duck coming back into the hand.
Oh, he probably needed that Eliza Gore blade.
And that'll buy a turn, but
It's a lot of
I don't know if
damage.
On
don't know if a
Elusive and
turn-
Dark Gift. Okay.
it still represents 19 going face after this, and
19
if
to the
this
face. Yep.
brochure draws anything relevant, it's pretty uphill here.
Reforestation, would that pull anything? To buff the thing down.
Well,
Oh no,
I
because
mean,
you
if
get the
he's
taunt in the
running-
way. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if he's running like, there's no like hard removal in this deck, so he has to deal all the damage to the taunt minion over there.
Yeah.
There's no way to OTK, so he's just gonna draw some cards here and.
Yep, not even draw cards, just put all the stats on the board.
Yep. He's not taking any chances with this.
Yeah.
That's gross.
When you're this far ahead, you don't need to worry about taking chances. This makes sense.
Yep. And no ceaseless expanse.
Doesn't need the proof.
By any measure. So that'll do it. And you know, at this
2-0
rate,
for Lemur.
a little disappointed that Lemur seems not to be a fan of the show, because clearly he wants us to go touch grass and get on with our lives. But
Yeah, he's given us a very quick one today.
yeah, we're on record pace. Like, the stream is just seeing the beginning of that Druid game right now, and you know, we'll see.
Wow.
Like,
All right.
they might not be here much longer if the Warlock gets the job done. The Shaman
Warlock on the
sauce is
Shaman.
revealed.
So everyone, so you got to see all
Oh,
the decks here,
Oh, mama, it's Murlocs. Let's go, Platino.
and yeah, and
Murloc
Lemur's running
Shaman.
the standard deckless Warlock with the double Ancient of Yore. Probably got the Eternal Layover and the Curse Campaign in
Yeah,
the
so
hand.
there's a Brain Gill, 2 Gnawing Greenfins, and a Cold Light Seer over on Platino's side.
Unfortunately, Lemur has come in with a nice opening hand with the Dreadhound Handler, so building a board against these Murlocs is not gonna be easy. But he's gonna give it his best shot.
Yeah, I mean the Murlocs, they look like they've got a pretty good board to me. I mean this table flip is brutal, but
If he could get the Cold Light Seer down fast enough, then he should be okay to Looks like he looks like he is going to let this amalgam get the brain gill going. I did
Oh.
not think that. I thought he would rush into it and kill it off.
oh no, he's gonna. This is fine.
Yeah. So
Right.
now
Yeah, I
Patino
mean,
basically has a infinite source of reload
yeah,
from that amalgam, so that's decent.
yeah. I mean, but if you're Lemur, right? Like, how upset are you about this card draw, really?
Not at
Like,
all. I mean, I've got table flip. I've got everything.
yeah. Like, how do these Murlocs even stick a board? Oh, and it's imbue too. Wow.
Maybe that's what he's trying to do. Is trying to get the imbue going.
Could be. Maybe the
He's gonna
Murlocs
get
are
table
just.
flipped now. He's not gonna be
Maybe.
happy about that.
Yeah, but I don't even think he has to table flip. I think we're just gonna see another Ultralisk Cavern come down.
Oh yeah, Ultralisk Cavern is not horrible here. That sets up the next turn table flip, so that's good.
Yeah. Oh, just taps. Wow.
Wow.
This is a level of disrespect I didn't even know was possible. Just table flip, boom boom, bye bye, draw a card.
Put more minions
right,
on the
yep.
board. I'll clear that too.
Get those Murlocs going. Come on, let's go.
Yep.
Show them some
The
prizes.
Tie Collar is on the board.
Oh, you gotta show the
So-
prizes. Come on.
Up to 3. It is interesting. I don't think that Latino will be able to break through the 4 or like the 20 plus armor gain going on in the end game, so he has to try and finish the game finish the game early. And I think that's
Yeah.
really hard. The imbue is going really thick. There's been 0 imbue yet, so the only way to I don't think the only way to actually finish the game is through a nice lucky imbue kind.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's a Kill Jaden in here. Maybe he can find it on curve. But soon these 8/8 rushers are just
19.
going to be coming the other way.
Yep, Consume's about to heal up all of this damage, and then should be able to clear up the board a little bit with 8/8 rush minion.
Yeah.
But the Cold Light Seer was a good play. So he'll at least keep a few Murlocs on the board.
Yeah, and I think Lemur's trying to decide if he wants to spend this last table flip or just wants to.
He could just play
wipe
the
this-
Ancient of Yore here, and
Yeah,
just
he could-
start
Yeah.
cycling to get to.
Yeah. And it looks like it's going to be the table flip. And just get the
Try to
other
play it safe
Ultralisk
with
Cavern
the
down.
key cards, which is the Curse Campaign into a table flip, and completely clear off the whole thing.
All right. Oh, mama. That is a glow root lure.
And there is the first imbue. Very good.
Job's done.
Right? And we're going to be drawing some cards.
He's cycling fast. He's cycling almost as fast as Lemur is here, which is pretty cool.
Right?
Oh, it has the option to go for the cavern here and blow some stuff up.
Yep. Yeah, I think Lemur's trying to decide if he wants the card or not.
I think he wants the card.
He doesn't want the card.
He does not want the card. All right.
There's a freeze, which ironically is not very good in this matchup with these big imbues coming.
Job's done.
The flutter wings.
Hellfire.
Hellfire.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Lemur came prepared for this Murloc Shaman, clearly.
Yeah, he knew that Murloc Shaman was going to be on here, so he decided to go for that. Yeah. You'll be able to clear everything up here.
And the level of greed in protecting this Ultralisk cavern just is really something. He is just under such little pressure.
War leader.
Yeah, well, 2 of them, so if the Board of Murlocs ever sticks.
Zilly.
I'm just trying to figure out how he goes infinite with this. Because he's gonna have to fight. He's gonna have to fight for an infinite. He's gonna have to fight against like Lemur's infinite fate pretty much because Lemur these decks run Wheel and Kill Jaden, so
Yeah,
he is on a clock here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what's over there on Lemur's side. Well, looks like
There's the Eternal Layover. Often you wait for the curse campaign here, and I think you always do this because of your, if I'm Lemur, I'm completely greedy here, and I don't need to worry about anything right now. So
oh yeah. I mean, just as long as the war leader doesn't stick around, then I don't think there's any need to spend resources excessively.
you might even go for Eat the Imp here.
Yeah, just
Nope.
decides to take out the war leader, which I agree with. Limit that a bit. And
Gone.
no
Let's go
reason to
base.
spend the glacial shard. Just can hold it. That's
There's the other consume.
Flutterwing Guardian off the top.
Can't argue with that. That's pretty decent.
I'm not gonna see it yet. We're gonna see some cheese.
There is. This is good. I like that.
Right, Living Garden.
And then get that transform.
Looks like we got a Rusher. Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow.
That's a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Draconic
Don't know.
delicacy.
Things are getting a little threatening, but nothing to worry about too much, I think.
Yeah, just freezing the delicacy. Ironically, the Eternal Layover is really, really great into it as well.
That's true. That's true. But yep, he's deciding to go for just this heavy card draw.
Oh, wow.
It's
He's
the
got the
Archduke of Thorns variant. All right.
Yeah, he's got the true infinite. So, you know what I said about Lemur letting us go home? That was a lie.
This could go on a while. The mill version of the deck is running prize vendors, and I haven't seen
Yes.
any of those yet.
Yeah, I mean they're just in the bottom 4. They're both there, or
Yep.
the one prize vendor is. Because Saku, let me tell you something. This deck can actually mill the Kill Jaden portal.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that.
Oh
It's
my
pretty
goodness.
Wild.
Okay.
Yeah, No Hands Gamer actually had it in a video earlier this week, but that portal has a limit. Infinite demons, it turns out, is about 60 demons. I know that's hard to believe, but yeah, see, there's the plated beetle.
There's the beetle. Yep.
Yep, to set up the armor gain, and
He did manage to. The Dirty Rat pulled out a minion that you don't want to see. You didn't want to pull out the free glow root lure, but still, it
I mean,
hardly matters. I think because you can just Eternal Layover and then Cavern it, and then it's all gone. But
yeah. And I mean, you know here though, Lemur is going for like the full horrendous setup, like Eternal Layover, maybe a Hellfire. Get like all of these death rattles dead. Alright, we see the 9-drop. Monstrosity keeping this cheese coming. Another slippery slope. So, yeah, just a couple cards away from completing the combo.
I think he's
Wombo
only one card
combo?
from it. The combo.
Yeah, just needs that prize vendor.
Do you think the I'm not sure whether the Kill Jaden wheel version is better or the prize vendor adaptive amalgam version is better.
This
I
version's
don't
funnier.
remember.
I can say
It is
that.
more fun for sure. I agree. So now Lemur's deciding whether he should clear everything off. I think he's deciding that he should.
Yeah, Dirty Rat hits a good one.
Gosh, that's ugly.
All gone.
Case of the disappearing board.
Righty. Can maybe see an imp here? Nope. Just the last layover, and this prize vendor must be the last card.
Must
Right?
be the last card, right? Yeah.
Now this shutter block is looking a little sad.
Yeah, he probably wishes he'd gotten that one a little earlier.
You know. Let's see some viewing.
Go for the imbue, and then
Yeah.
he's up
I
to
mean,
6.
Rip-
He's up to +6 mana on the imbue. Yeah, that's a little. That's not even that threatening. Okay. I wonder if he's gonna try and transform these into 9 drops or go for the 6 drop.
Oh, I think it's the 9 drop for sure.
Yeah.
Turn the 2/4 into a 9.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't think there's any bad 9 drops in the pool right now.
Yeah, we're about to see it. Yeah, Monstrosity's
Okay.
decent again. And it's the prize vendor. All right, Saku, prepare to be amazed.
Yep, it's gonna get good.
Drum roll.
So first you go for Dark Marrow, then you go
Well, this one, adaptive amalgam.
yeah, Adaptive Amalgam, and then you have to kill it off with Hellfire, I guess, and then you go no Amalgam Beetle, kill it off, Thorns, and then then you kill that off, and then you wait for that to die. You have to. He probably has to kill it off himself because if I'm Platino here, I'm saving 1 hex to stop this from happening, right?
I mean, Hex doesn't stop it though. That's the problem. You can do
Well,
this
if you
all
hex
on
the
one turn.
Archdruid of Thorns, it's gone. So you have to get the Archdruid of Thorns killed off on the same turn, I think.
Right, and that's the combo here. But Hellfire, Eat the Imp, Eternal Layover all enable this. So we probably will see Hellfire here. Yep, take those out. Then the Thorns is gonna come down, and then we'll see an Eat the Imp here to end
Eat the Imp,
this.
yeah, Eat the Imp works here. Yep.
Yep, and then yeah, now Saku, get ready, buckle up.
It's about to get good.
Here it comes. 1.
Yep. So now the combo started.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
oh,
so
that
this
is
is
a
a two-turn
Murloc
combo.
Tidehunter. Incredible.
Impressive.
So yeah, Platino's about to get milled.
Stitch Giant, alright.
Yep.
That would be very intimidating with that just shoving on the board right now.
Yep.
Latino, yeah, he's got really sad.
Yeah, so Platino is going to mill out of cards in his deck, actually.
I think you have to play Dark Marrow here so that your guys just start dying. Then you have, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, he can only do it twice, I think. Yeah, he can only do this twice because it goes Dark Marrow, Vendor, and then he'll get 2 shots at Archroot of Thorns before his mana runs out. So he actually might not mill on this turn. He might
Yeah.
one to do
I mean,
it.
He's super infinite already, though, and the gross thing about this is that these, like, the effects are basically exponentially increasing.
So first it'll be 1 draw, and then 2, and then the turn after it'll be 4, and then 8 and
Yeah,
stuff.
it gets out of hand.
The hard part is getting the thing to die, but he's got 1 Hellfire left,
Yeah,
and
well,
1
I mean,
Eternal Layover left, and he should be okay.
yeah. But now this comes down here, gains those death rattles, prize vendor happens. Oh no. Here we go. So it's gaining its own death rattle back. And
Yep.
yeah, so he should be pretty safe here. Bloodlust is no longer in the game here, so to speak. And yeah. Now you can see here that there's no cards left on Platino's side.
So he's just milling.
Yeah, and yeah. Wait a minute. Maybe a miscalculation here. Is he gonna draw too many cards?
The death is the fatigue is going a little faster for
No, I
Lemur.
think he might be dead here. Hold on, we gotta count.
What?
Lemur might have messed this up a little bit. Yeah, Lemur's dead.
Yep.
He has 31 health.
No, he's dead. He's very dead.
Oh, 15. Oh crap! He's gonna die from fatigue damage.
Not even. He's dead.
Oh.
He's dead.
Oh no!
There you go.
Should it? I thought he was gonna Hellfire that and clear the board, but I guess not.
Yeah, yeah. The combo is really hard to pull off because that kind of thing can happen also.
Yeah.
Even if you get the right setup, you have to make sure you're actually all set up for the combo because Lemur was actually fatiguing faster than Latino. So
Yep. Well,
uh,
Hero Power gets
I
on the
guess he
board.
I guess it's gonna be more exciting. He has to win with this Warlock 2 more times.
Well, just one more.
Oh,
Well,
just
he
one
has
more time, that's
two
true.
more chances, but yeah, it's that was not the.
Especially with the prize
Really?
on the
If
very
he-
bottom
if
of the
he-
deck, that was really hard. Like,
And
if he managed to get
I
that
was
going
trusting
earlier-
that he knew better. I thought he was executing, but man, just put
I
the
thought so
Hellfire.
too.
Will serve
Yeah.
me.
All right.
Well,
So,
like the difficult part was he had to get the board clear first before he could do the combo, and he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because like the combo is really hard because like the first step of the combo does cost 10 mana, get the exponential to get the scaling going. So like you have to have an entire free turn in order for that to work.
Yeah, and Lemur's deck can at least like do it with 9 because of those Hellfires, but the
So this
the
is
prize
that
vendor
Death
being
Knight.
on the literal bottom of the
Yeah.
deck was unfortunate.
So this is the Death Knight deck. This Menagerie Death Knight. We'll see whether
Welcome to the crew.
Platino can pull it out this time. Nice answer to this recruiter here in the hand with the Dreadhound handler, so he's not too worried about that.
And though we have these six of stats coming down here, pretty good pickup.
But Patino really, really, really needs that Eliza Goreblade ASAP so that he can become more threatening, because otherwise this Warlock can be able to clear up anything he tries to make.
Sure. Think here maybe some imps will be being eaten.
Well, I think here you
perhaps?
just life tap.
Oh no, he's trying to.
Oh, that works too. Yeah.
Hellfire.
Just to get a table
might-
flip set up if he needs it next turn.
Exactly. Maybe a coin table flip. Any
App.
any takers? Come on, Liam. No, don't do it. I was
Coin
kidding.
table
Don't
flip will not work.
no, don't do it.
He's gonna go for the Drain
okay.
Soul. That's fine.
Okay, no, he's just
Okay, that's,
He's-
yeah, I actually
he-
like that move. That was a good move. Keeping the board to 1 minion is the smart move. And there's the Eliza Goreblade right on curve. Very,
yeah, it doesn't work.
very
That
potent.
was not what was signed up for there.
The Eliza on curve is very good for Patino. It's the only way I think he has a shot.
Yeah.
Because he
I mean,
needs to keep Lemur too busy clearing up these minions to get the combo running or get the, just get his Ancient
Yeah.
of Yours going. I think with these, I think with the minions at 1 extra attack, things can get pretty dicey, especially like with that, like Army of the Dead there. He has to actually clear these up now.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Ooh.
He's got
Dirty Rat?
Hellfire.
Any ratters? Any ratters here? Come on, Lemur. Do it. It's so good. Clearly
I
you have
think you
caster
go for
vision
the-
like us. Do it.
I think you go for the table flip first and then the Dirty Rat, because then you have a chance to Drain Soul whatever comes out.
No, there's no table flips left. It was used.
He does
Yeah.
go for it.
Always
Okay.
rewarded. Always rewarded.
Not
Stubbs
bad.
might be on more sauces than barbecue right now.
Not bad at all.
Let's see what this creature of madness has. Oh boy, Okay, Toy Snatching Geist is so unfair here. +3 attack and lifesteal. That is not
That is
okay.
good stuff. Yep, get the free 5 drop.
Yeah, likes
Does
to
go for the
go.
Ghouls Knight here. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
only
the
needs,
Dirty
he
Rack
can
is
deal
to
3,
absorb
he can
2.
deal 6 to the face. That's really good. He knows that he has to kill Lemur early in order for this to happen, so this makes complete sense to me. And there's the Ultralisk Cavern to keep the board relatively clear. I
Yeah,
don't
and
think I think he has to go for Drain Soul into Ultralisk Cavern here in order to stay alive.
Well, I mean, just the Cavern. I think that other than Cavern, I mean, he still has access to a Consume and could life tap.
That's
We
true.
could see the Drain
Yeah.
Soul, but there's lots of options here. Yep. We see the Cavern, we see a Consume, and then we do see the Drain
Heal
Soul.
all the way
So,
back up.
yep. I think Lemur may have the read that Ghouls Knight signals another one coming down. So smart to try and take things out. Nope, he's life tapping.
He's
Let's
going
go,
for the life
Lemur.
tap. He's not too worried about this. Ghouls Knight will only do 10 to him.
Yeah.
So
All right, now we get to see this free 6-drop. Deathbringer Sarfang for 0 mana seems pretty good. I like that one.
I like it.
Now all of a sudden this board is terrifying.
Things are looking a little scary around here.
No, all of a sudden this board is not terrifying.
Yeah, I mean double Ultralisk Cavern and then one Consume. You can get the Ultralisk down and rush one of them away.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, cavern, consume, and then just another
Oh wait,
tap.
no, Eternal Layover and Cavern wins here. Completely clear
Yeah,
everything
I
up.
mean, there's lots of good options. Although I don't know if you want to give him 2 Saurfangs. Just because, it won't last long, but just being able to put 2 free 5/6s out every turn is a lot of pressure.
Okay.
Alright, there's a Dirty
okay.
Rat.
All right. Going
Yep.
for a little bit of stall.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. This still takes off the pressure for a turn.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
much
smart move.
more-
I wouldn't have made that move, but that was a smart move.
Yeah, very nice spot.
Foam
from
Render. All right.
Yeah. Hey,
So
damage.
this is how he finishes the game, is with this burn.
Yeah, Foam Render, Ghouls Knight, get it done. But
Don't know if it's enough
man.
this time.
Oh man, that's a interesting choice here to go for the Dark Marrow, possibly.
Hmm.
All right. But if
Dark-
this combo
You
isn't
can't
held,
go Dark Marrow unless you want to give up your chance to combo.
yeah, I mean that would be the bet that the Ultralisk Caverns are enough, right?
I mean, you can give
Because
up
your
the
Death
Eternal
Rattle's
Layover
triggered
more.
twice, so
You
he
can
is
give up
getting
the Eternal
multiple.
Layover more. So
Well, okay, but getting 2 8/8s here would be pretty nice. So I think he's trying to Dark Marrow next turn to just get a board of 8/8s and end the game. That's what it seems like to me.
maybe, yeah.
Because then if this hits the Geist, then he'll go Layover and I think do the thing.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because there's nothing. That's the only minion in hand. Lemur doesn't know that, but it's another Army of the Dead and an Airlock breach left. And
I mean, those can be pretty threatening. So
yeah, I mean, I think like the Slippery Slope here could be reasonable. Yep, freeze face. Then we'll see that Layover. Yep. And then Ultralisk Cavern. Get that 8/8. Yeah. Alright, but this does create that double Saurfang situation I had mentioned before. So there's going to be a massive board swing back here. For
it's gonna
Patino.
cost a lot of health, but
Yeah, you don't need health where we're going.
that's true. He can just rush all these away. Yeah.
Got that fresh little minus health animation.
Mm-hmm.
And holds back the Stitch Giant. Very interesting.
He probably is worried that there's another Eternal Layover coming up, coming down.
Yeah. I mean, Dark
Doesn't want to
Marrow.
completely commit to everything because his hand's rather empty. So
Yep. Logical. Curious to see if we can see a tap here, maybe? Because tap, Dark Marrow, and Table Flip is exact math. So.
it,
Or, well, he needs to consume, that's right. Of course.
yeah.
So there it goes. We get our, 2 8/8s.
He does manage to clear it all up.
And yeah, we'll see if there's any comeback
Is there
here
any
on.
answer to these giants now?
And that's a
Don't
pretty
know.
good answer. The Headless Horseman takes them both.
Wait, how does the Headless Horseman take... Oh, because he can use the hero power. That's right.
Yeah, so amazing top deck from Platino, and I think that just about ends the game for Lemur.
Yeah, I don't... Well, I mean, there's a slower way out because you don't need the Dark Mirror to win. If you can keep one, like Hellfire, you can kill your Archer of Thorns off on the same turn and go from there. But it's not easy.
Right, I just don't think that the turbo setup can really happen here, because this is just way too much pressure coming down on every turn. Because, spoiler alert, there are some stats here.
Oh no, big giants coming down.
Yeah, and we could see that second Saurfang here. But Platino plays around the Hellfire. Smart. The Hellfire is off the top, so that decision looks pretty good in practice.
Yeah, smart move.
Forgoes the potential lethal, saying he has Hellfire, which, you know, having seen Lemur's whole deck can make some sense.
Yeah, he knows that there's one more Hellfire left. I think there might be one table flip left.
You see the prize vendor.
He wants to get the I think he wants to get the Archroot of Thorns. I don't think he's gonna be able to make it because
Yeah,
I think he was really hoping to top deck the Archroot of Thorns off of that, and he didn't get it.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
mean,
the
well,
only way out for
he
him
still
now.
has a few cards to find it.
Well,
So.
if the prize vendor dies, he loses.
Well,
And
no. So you
Right?
see, we play the Amalgam, we play the Plated Beetle, we play Hellfire, and we hit. He hit. He should have played the Beetle. Skill
Oh,
issue.
he got the Archroot of Thorns.
Yeah.
He got it. Holy crap.
Yeah. See, just hit.
Yep,
Why
you
would-
just have to hit the right card. Sorry, Lemur, I didn't believe in your RNG. I didn't believe it, but...
I mean, he's dead, but you know,
No, he's dead.
he didn't play the Beetle.
He died in style.
Yeah. Beetle totally mattered, guys.
He's
See?
not a Beetle fan.
It wasn't. The health works out. It wasn't 4, not 3. Don't think too hard about it. But yeah, all right, we're going to game 5.
Game 5. Patino did manage to pull it back. The Warlock deck does not seem to be favoring Lemur very well, but we'll see if he can finish it up with the last one, if Platino can do a comeback with his
Rogue.
deck, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
favorite words in all of THL.
Yeah.
I think
Game
that he
5.
will have a much better shot with the Rogue than he did in the first game because Lemur cannot go above 30 health. So there is, you know, he can get some armor, but he can't go above 30 health. So basically,
yeah.
he just has to assemble the combo
I
fast enough
make
and he
my
wins.
own.
Yeah. I mean,
I
Lemur's
think that's quite doable.
yeah, Lemur's got all this removal though, which is gonna
He doesn't
give
really
the
need
rogues.
the removal. Most of the cards are battle cries, so he's basically just trying to shuffle all the asteroids into the deck, and then some maybe some eruptions as well to win.
Yeah, possibly. It's just you know, the clock Lemur can put him on is pretty heavy with those 8/8s. And that's
True,
going to
yeah.
be the real telling piece. And we see that
Lemur-
Ultralisk Cavern and a Consume and a Nidus we see the
Yeah,
Nidus
I
Worm
think-
already.
Yeah, I
So
think
this is-
that Lemur knows that his win condition is to just flood the board with 8/8s as soon as possible.
Yep.
To...
And it looks like Platino may want to consider a new deck.
Ow, that's rough.
We see the Ethereal Oracle, a Dubious Purchase, a Web of Deception, a Shadow Step, and a Backstep. So once a backstep.
Dubious
So once again,
Purchase isn't horrible in this matchup if it can
Oh,
just get
yeah.
an 8/8.
but literally none of these cards are playable for another turn.
Yeah, so I think Coin and a Nidus Worm.
Yeah,
Makes
seems
sense
very
here.
very
Or no, Coin and
powerful.
Ultralisk Cavern.
I mean, that's the worm. It's the worm.
It's the worm.
Yeah. And that's pretty good.
Gets a free consume, gets a 2-mana Ultralisk Cavern, very good.
Raiding Party, only option here. You don't even get to draw the weapon if you play it, but you have literally nothing else to do. So I think the Raiding Party is the unfortunate play.
That is unfortunate, but at least he doesn't float any mana.
Yeah, and that means that next turn, Platino will once again not be developing anything. Just really, really unfortunate hand. Like, just such an unlucky.
Yeah, because he's gonna get
stint.
only 2 sandbox scoundrels. So
Yep. So, scoundrel. Oh, there's a Dread Corsair. But, yeah, still nothing
he can
happening.
get a yeah. He can play the Corsair on 4. A 3 mana, a 4 mana 3/3. I love it. Sorry.
Yeah, good stats for the
Lemur's
cost.
taking this at a leisurely pace. No plan. Ultra's Cavern and not even.
Yeah.
He does have the Archroot of Thorns in hand, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we do see the 4 mana 3/3. It
Yeah.
is one of the hands of
era
all
Hearthstone.
time.
This is like 2012 era Hearthstone.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, guys, just note that in 2012, Hearthstone didn't even enter alpha till what, 2013, 2014? Yeah, it's a 2012 era Hearthstone, man. They were fighting with stones and sticks back then. Literally just drawn in the dirt. Look how far we've come. Alright, so we
Okay.
double Ultralisk. And yeah.
He's not even gonna click these caverns here. There's no reason to, right?
Well, to get the 8/8 online more quickly
Oh,
is
get
like
going,
the
yep.
only real thing, but clicks 1.
This
Like, I think
treasure
that's
ain't
the
fit
right
for
balance there. And then we see a Tempo Thalnos.
Hoping to draw some cards. All right.
Yep. And Ancient of Yore.
Ancient of Yore is
Yeah.
always the play here.
Yep.
And then you can also this cavern here, right? To blow up the
Oh, yeah.
Thamos. Yep.
Yeah, and look, a Waggle Pick, a card that
Ooh,
does
Glacial
something.
Shard. That'll be useful.
Yes, definitely.
Now this is treasure.
Waggle pick. Go face. And what are we gonna do with our last 4 mana? Do we dubious purchase here? Nope.
Nope, we're gonna just make as much of a board as we can. Playing these 2 mana 4/4 stealths and saying he never has it.
He probably understands that he can't waste dubious purchase here because of the 8/8s. So
Yep.
we're gonna make a bunch of spiders.
Yeah, I mean it's the he never has it line. So we know that in this hand of 10 cards he does in fact have it. But you know, still good to put on the pressure and force Lemur to kind of respect this.
He actually doesn't have any way to clear everything in one hit, right? Well, he's got the eternal layovers, so it's fine.
Yeah, he has both of
now.
those, so they're gone. But
Everything is gone. Yeah.
can get the 8/8 out if he chooses, which I think does make some sense. But
I
playing
think
around
Latino would be very
purchase
happy for that 8/8 to come out because he can kill
Yeah.
it with the dubious purchase. I think he'd be very happy with that.
for sure. So we'll probably just see the Eternal Layover, the hit, and then maybe
The consume.
yeah, possibly
He
a
needs to.
consume.
Well, I think if he doesn't click the consume, he overdraws. So
Yeah, I mean, well, the layover will clear that up, no problem. But we could see maybe like the Drain Soul hit something just to spend it. Glacial Shard. Oh, yep, we see the consume,
Goes
get
for
the
the
8/8,
consume.
and then Glacial Shard, but Backstab Dubious Purchase cleans this up pretty nicely. So we'll see the backstab. We'll see the. No. Whoa. Okay, we're going Oracle first here. This is really interesting.
Magic.
he's just trying.
Yeah.
He understands he's on a timer, so he has to cycle a little faster.
Yep.
Digging.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen this deck win a game, so
Maybe
I
tonight.
really want it to win this time.
Well, Dirty Rat seems pretty intent on making sure this deck does not win a game. But we'll just see Lemur slow roll it once again.
Lemur is going to say, "Give me the proof. I want to see you." Lemur wants to see him win too, so he's not going to play the Dirty Rat here to try and stop it.
Oh, that's pretty good draw. Oh wow, he didn't set up the Incendius. Interesting.
He goes time. You can't set the Incendius up anymore because it's 7 mana now. Like you can't Sonya it anymore. There's
Oh
no way to
yeah,
Sonya
yeah.
it.
But still, could have made the bump there, played Incendious,
So
Waggle
many
picked the 5/5 down, and, you know, then pulled Incendious back to hand. That would have been a line
Yeah.
potentially. But instead, Waggle pick is going to get back this 1/1.
It might pull the sandbox scoundrel back. Oh yeah,
Yep, now we're trying to draw some cards.
Now this is treasure.
interesting.
Witness.
You can play the Insidious now, right?
Arcane magic.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
I am not sure.
This does not seem.
Well, they are trying to draw the deck. Asteroid
Asteroid
takes out the minion,
kills it
doing
off.
some more card drawing.
Shadow
I don't
step.
think this is lethal. I don't think it's lethal here. See the Mauler come out. And yeah, it's looking like maybe a so long goodbye here. See some dirty rats and an eternal
Oracle's
layover.
gone. Yeah, the Oracle's
Rat
about to
layover
die.
looks really good. Don't
Yeah.
know if, because I think this is this all meteors in the deck? Are there any cards
6
left?
cards. Isn't the Insidious left?
No, it's in the hand. So
Oh,
the hand
Insidious
right
in the
now is
hand.
Purchase, Scoundrel, Incendious, Double Fan, Double Prep, and a Waggle pick. So,
Yeah. Okay.
and like, I don't know if Lemur knows this yet, but double Rat and Eternal would get rid of the Incendious potential altogether. So, there's
There goes
Incendious.
Insidious. I think
Yeah,
that's GG.
There's the other Scoundrel. See the layover. But the question
That's
though
GG.
is, yep, I don't think the Rogue has enough damage to get through 30 health anymore, 35 health anymore. So there is another Mauler.
One more card. Yeah.
Okay, we see that. Raiding party, not particularly useful. So we could see 6 more. So there's some damage here. It's not impossible.
You
But-
can see 4 more asteroids. Mauler, pick Mauler lets you shuffle in 4 more. So I see about 14 or 16 damage here. Not enough.
Yeah. Right, well, hopefully Lemur does not get lost in the sauce here.
Almost out of cards.
But Prize Vendor
Out of cards.
smartly deals with these asteroids. So yeah, that the math ain't mathin' here on this damage.
I give up.
Yep.
Yeah, and Platino
And there's
agrees.
the win. 3-2 win. Very good.
Yeah.
I think the rogue deck was the real weakness for sure.
Yeah, but to be fair to
didn't do what it was
Platino,
designed to do.
good lord, those were some of the most unfortunate draws I've seen in a stream match. So power to him for toughing through it and making that match competitive. But wow,
Yeah.
that was some real rough variance.
So just
But
checking.
Murloc Shaman won. So who's the real winner?
Yes. Very happy with Murloc Shaman winning.
I can't believe Murloc Tidehunter in the year 2025 was able to pull out a win in the 1 seed in a legacy match. How far we've come. We're still playing with sticks and stones in the dirt.
Big thanks to Born to Be Wild raiding us with a party of 7. Welcome
Oh,
to
very nice.
unfortunately, the end of the match, but going through the quick interview here with Lemur.
Well, they can still see the rest of it because we're 15 minutes delayed.
That is true. That is true.
Oh yeah, they get to enjoy this delicious end game here pretty soon.
Lemur en route.
Hello.
Hey,
hello.
Lemur.
Hello. Good-
Congratulations.
on your win.
Rats.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Yes.
Yeah. So we were just talking about it before, but we saw a Murloc Tidehunter over there in Platino's deck list, and
I was like, he brought Shaman?
yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be Nebula or, I don't know.
Sure.
I think
So,
it should have been 3-0. I think it should have been 3-0. I may have messed up that at the end of that third game.
Yeah, you miscalculated a little bit on that lethal, but it was fine.
I don't think I could have had lethal. I think I could have not drawn so many cards and set up lethal for the next turn. I'll have to go back and look. But like I wouldn't. There's no need. There was no need for me to take that much fatigue damage. That was stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, that is a tough deck to play, especially when prize when that was literally the bottom card, the Murloc.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it was.
looking,
Yeah.
but yeah, like first week of the season, looking at that lineup was, there anything going through your mind, or you're just like, I'm playing these best decks and we're gonna roll?
No, I was. It was supposed to target Death Knight, but he brought like some weird other Death Knight, so it kind of didn't go as planned. But it worked out. It was supposed to hard target Leech Death Knight. Or
Makes
whatever.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the aggro menagerie was an interesting choice. We didn't see the jugs, but it looked like a really interesting concept there.
Yeah, he had quite an interesting lineup. I almost wonder what the paladin was, or I do wonder.
Yeah, I'm curious about the paladin as well.
Mine was just what did he ban? I had Starship Rogue. That would have been interesting. I was supposed
Oh, yeah, that's another skill testing deck.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was supposed to target the Death Knight again, so I don't even know if it would have been that good into his lineup.
Yeah, I mean, Platino had what looked to be sort of the quad aggro idea, and I think that Starship Rogue might be tough there, but who knows? You're just an Arcanite defense crystal
Yeah,
away, right?
true.
So otherwise, though, now that you've won, now that you're here, do you think you're gonna be running it back in the near future with these decks, or is there any hope you have for any sort of balance tweaks, either nerfs or buffs, new cards, anything you'd want to see?
I think Ancient of Yor might get nerfed. There's also like Warrior and Shaman, which is why it surprised me so much that he brought it, and Priest or Mage. They're kind of all behind a little bit.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
imbue classes are just not very good with their
Oh
imbues.
yeah, there's
except
not a
for
single
Druid
good
and
imbue
Hunter.
deck, I don't think.
Yeah.
Druid is good. Hunter's
Oh yeah,
decent.
there's Druid. I brought that deck actually.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot.
You heard it here. Lemur was inting
You got a bad
a
deck for
bit.
fun.
I
Oz,
forgot about that.
Oz, you gotta punish him. Give him put him in his room.
Give him a handicap. Yeah.
Yeah,
Give him the stub. There you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know how I don't think it would be that good of a meta though if all the imbue decks were that good because we'd all just be pressing the button.
Yeah,
over-
just pressing the button is kind of annoying. Yeah.
Pressing the button is the most fun experience in Hearthstone. We gotta tank up to rank up. That's
I really like the meta actually right now. I'm very satisfied
I
with
do
the
too, yeah.
diversity. It's good stuff. I've been playing all kinds of stuff today. I don't like that.
nice. Well, great discussion, but we are closing up shop.
Yep.
Lemur, any last words for the Stubbs and the other folks back home?
Let's lock this win in. I think we're up 2-0 right now, as far as I know. 2 matches up.
Yep.
So let's keep it rolling. It's still pretty close, so let's finish it off.
Fantastic.
All right. Thanks for being on stream, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Yep. Thank you for streaming.
Got it.
Have a good one.
Too, man.
Boy, exciting first match of the
Fun
week.
times. Yeah.
Good to shake off the old cobwebs and the dust from streaming and doing the streamcast, of course. So, any final words before we move on for our evening?
Yeah, it looks like we have a Sunday game as well, so that's pretty
Yes.
exciting with my teammate Livdera.
Yep, going up against is a King of Spades for another hero match, or sorry, legacy match. Could be a good one. That one's going to be at 9:00 Eastern. That's being also cast by two new casters, which can be Super Sen and Glacier. Going to get their opportunity to
Yeah.
to
glad to see
comment
'em.
and yeah, should be fun match to see.
Oh,
And
and
to
of
hear.
course, remind you all, get your matches on stream.
Exactly.
Get involved. Let us know. We want to talk about your games. We want you to be on here like Lemur was. And, you'll get to maybe say you beat Murloc Tidehunter in your match, or maybe you won't. Who knows? But, play your games live and get on here. We'd love to have you.
Exactly. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks for everybody to join the chat. We will see you tomorrow night. Or sorry, Sunday night. My goodness, I keep on. It's Saturday
It's
for me.
tomorrow
That's
night
what's
for you. It's tomorrow night for you, Saku. You're right.
That's right. Being on Nova Scotia time has thrown me for a loop here for going up. Anyway,
Yep.
I digress. Enjoy your
Good
night.
night.
Talk to you later.